You want to know what a lesbian kiss feels like?
Chrissy Chambers is a YouTube star. Chrissy and her girlfriend Bria are YouTube's most popular lesbian content creators. The two channels they run have close to 500,000 subscribers.
So I have something to tell you.
But before Chrissy came out, she had a British boyfriend. He also has videos of her, and she says he's using them to destroy her.
Links came up that said, "Me fucking my ex, Chrissy Chambers. You don't see his face. You only see me." It's like being stabbed in the heart.
In April this year, it became a crime to post revenge porn in England and Wales.
Today is one of the most important days of my life.
But even here, the law is struggling to bring justice for victims.
We know this is wrong. We know that society should not tolerate this.
I want him to have to be responsible. I want to make him pay.
I'm about to have a Skype chat, my first ever meeting with YouTube star Chrissy Chambers. Chrissy and Bria are flying from LA to try and make legal history here. I'm going to join them.
Hi, it's so great to meet you.
So wonderful.
How are you feeling about coming to the UK?
I love England, so I try to not associate the negative experiences with the country.
Obviously, our fans don't really know why we're going to England, and we're going to be having the camera and, documenting our journey.
Good morning. Who is this stranger?
Chrissy wants to bring a claim for damages against her ex
We're here. We did it.
and has reported him to the police in the hope he'll also be prosecuted.
Hello, it's Jenny Kleeman here.
She's hoping to make legal history as the first person to bring both a civil suit and a criminal case against a British individual relating to revenge porn.
Great to finally meet you.
So we're about to start the interview. Getting all mic'd up with the camera and everything.
Tell me, what happened to you?
I fell in love when I was 18 with a British man. He had a charming accent and he was handsome, and I had never been in love. I was very innocent and naive. We dated for about a year, and then I suggested we take a break because I was 18 and had moved to Atlanta to do acting, and I lost my focus. He did not take that well at all. The day that I suggested we take a break, he suggested that we have an evening of drinking, and I got very, very intoxicated. It turns out that that night when that happened, he had remained much more sober and proceeded to have sex with me, and then he also proceeded to film it and didn't tell me.
Chrissy says she has no memory of having sex that night, let alone allowing her ex to film it.
He ended up going back to the UK, going through a very hard time, and then I eventually met Bria, and I fell so head over heels in love with someone who was as supportive and just such a light in my life. And then in June 2013, I got a message from a friend of ours saying that someone was posting on our YouTube channel to all of our fans who are teenage girls that if you Googled Chrissy Chambers porno, that a video would come up of me. And I Googled my name, and a thing came up, links came up that said, Chrissy Chambers, like me fucking my ex, Chrissy Chambers. And it was like my heart stopped. I pressed it and I saw it was me. You don't see his face. You only see me. He's very rough with me, and I look like I'm unconscious. So eventually we found out, it was one video which was horrific enough, and then about a month or a couple weeks later we found out it was 5 more videos, so there was 6. And so they had already been online for years, had tens of thousands of views, and were spread to more than 35 different pornography sites. And we had these 14-year-olds that we've been trying to inspire writing us and saying, I had so much respect for you, and now you're a porn star, like you're such a slut, how could I respect you?
Chrissy reported her ex to the Atlanta police for rape, but they decided not to press charges. Even in England, rape cases are hard to try when alcohol is a major factor. The new revenge porn law has come in too late for Chrissy's case. Her lawyers have to rely on older legislation to try and bring a criminal prosecution, but they want civil damages as well.
I want him to have to be responsible. The damages we've suffered are staggering. The thousands of dollars in my healthcare bills and thousands of dollars in losses that we've had from our YouTube channel, You know, you can't put a number on the amount of suffering that someone's had, so naturally I would want to make him pay.
Senior partner Dr. Anne Oliverius has made legal history before when it comes to fighting for women's rights. She was part of the team that coined the term date rape. How difficult is it for a victim of revenge porn to get justice at the moment?
It's like a doctor. You know, somebody comes in and says, I hurt my arm, it's going to fall off. You say, well, there's things I could do if other places, I have the training, but I can't apply it to you because I'm not allowed to do that by law. That's how I feel with her. You know, we know what has to get done. We know this is wrong. We know that society should not tolerate this. It's not acceptable behavior what these people are doing, but still they get away with it all the time.
Chrissy's going to be the first person to try and get damages, to try and get compensation for the damage to her reputation. Why is that so important, do you think?
Money is the currency of how we achieve justice. That's the measurement. We want him to assign the copyright to her so that she owns those materials. We want him to make an agreement that he's not going to do this again, and if he does, we can get an immediate injunction if he does. And then we want money because she's been really damaged. Her business has been really hurt.
Today is one of the biggest and most important days of my life.
There she is.
Chrissy's lawyers have organised a seminar inviting other lawyers, campaigners and academics to discuss the new criminal law. Chrissy will be the keynote speaker.
Look at this. It's beautiful. It's crazy. And we're about to...
Despite everything she's gone through, she still comes across as quite idealistic. She seems to believe that justice is possible for revenge porn victims. This will be the first time Chrissy has spoken in public about what's happened to her.
I know I'm doing something that is so important, and hopefully more people will continue to do that as well, share their stories. Today I want to share some of my experience as a victim of revenge pornography. My hope is that you leave here today feeling more inclined to fight for justice, to listen to victims, and maybe to even come forward for help yourself.
If people are selling on these images just to make money, they're not going to be covered by this law.
The new criminal law sounds too narrow, too limited. It won't cover hacked images or images shared for a laugh or for money, because intention to cause distress has to be proven. But that shouldn't stop those who host revenge porn from taking responsibility.
We start naming these companies that are acutely aware of this phenomenon and are not choosing to do anything to help combat it.
We're going to take Chrissy's case as far as the law allows us.
From what I've learned here, the new criminal law, it's good, but it's not good enough.
I think that's a fair statement. The law is a beginning. It's the first out of the box. Now we need to refine it, and we need a private right of action because you have to be able to go after money damages in a civil context to be able to try to stop this problem.
The new criminal law won't apply in Chrissy's case, but her lawyers are using a patchwork of existing legislation, including the Malicious Communications Act, in order to build a case against her ex.
I have come over here from LA because I am meeting with the police to try to bring charges against my ex under the laws that they've been able to work around to fight against revenge porn. We haven't had justice yet, so it's just something that's never stopped for almost 2 years.
A Met police officer will take Chrissy's official statement today. Every time you are trying to get help on all of this, more people are watching the videos because they have to know your case, but that must be difficult knowing that everybody involved has seen the video.
It's just very difficult. Not that a man couldn't have compassion, but it's a man that has had to watch these videos of me again, and I know that even though he's seasoned in what he does, like, he's seen me getting taken advantage of, and that's very hard. It's very hard, especially if he says something like, oh, well, there's nothing we can do.
Good luck. You've left Chrissy in there to...
Yeah.
How's she doing?
She's doing really great. He's very, very, very thorough.
We're going to have to wait a long time, aren't
Yeah.
we? We should get a coffee then, while we wait. Chrissy's obviously being very brave to let me make a film about her coming here, and I know that you guys are going to make a film about what happened to Chrissy. But that's going to renew interest in these terrible videos, isn't it?
Yeah, I have this extreme anxiety and fear that people might label her in a particular way, they might perceive her in a different way, and that they might continue to consume this content and search for it and try to bring it to light.
What toll has this taken on you emotionally? I've heard about what's happened with Chrissy. What toll has it taken on you?
Chrissy doesn't know this, but I spend so much time, you know, Googling and making sure that nothing's appeared. And, you know, when she goes to sleep, that's like what I do routinely, just check, you know? Because if I see it right away, then maybe there's something that can be done soon. I don't know, it's just...
Chrissy's been giving her statement for over 3 hours now.
I want to know if there's something that you would want to say.
It's amazing that you guys have this YouTube channel, that you have all these people watching you, that this has been, oh, here we go.
Chrissy is just leaving the police here.
How was it?
It was grueling. It was really grueling, and it was really hard because I found out certain things like that the harassment doesn't apply. And he said, I don't want to say something shitty to you, but it's going to be very hard. And that's terrible. I can't imagine because I have so much evidence supporting the truth. I can't imagine what it's like for somebody who feels the same as me and doesn't have all of this or a team behind them. What they have now is not enough. It's just not enough, and it's ruining people's lives. I'm going to fight and continue to fight to, of course, not let it ruin mine.
Here's somebody who has been so careful about presenting herself. She lives her life on video all the time. I've been filming her. She's been very careful about what she said. She's wanted to be strong. But when she's confronted with the reality of what it means to try and use the law to get justice, there's very little that the law can do.
Who should be able to see you naked? Do you think you deserve a say? 4 years ago, someone decided that I didn't. I woke up one morning and found that my email and Facebook had been hacked and naked pictures of me had been posted online. This has been called revenge porn, but revenge implies that it's just one person out to destroy your life.